So greetings. Just in case you were wondering what's going on, my spirit told me to just like record. It was just like record. First it was just like, just hit record and carry on about your day or whatever. Do what you do. But now they're having me focus in on the difference of the way you act on camera as opposed to the way you act. The way you act on camera opposed to the way you act. They're having me concentrate on the act of prep. Like how we, and this is just the energy that I'm picking up on inside of the spiritual community, and I'm sure that other people who have channels have a ritual, if you will, but they have like a standard way that they want to be seen and want to look on camera. They have a, standard, right? So that creates like this you that you have to pay attention to instead of just being. It's more effort to oblige by your criteria and standards. So sometimes when you receive a download, it's there, and then you carry on throughout your day, and something may distract you from properly placing the download. But it's important to get your download out as soon as you get it, right? So something like a standard or a ritualistic preparation type of thing, you cannot honor it. No, because when the spirit calls you, the spirit calls you. When God speaks to you, he speaks to you. It's our job to be able to properly receive the message and act on it. Receive it and act on it. Like, act on it. I'll give you an example. Wow. Okay. So we just had I just went back and forth with my spirit because they checked me because so I'll tell you exactly what's happening. I received a download. Wow. And they're like, yeah, yeah. We gotta have a follow through, right? That's how they hit me. Like, you can't play with it. You can't play with it. If you are going to do it, you have to commit to it. There can be no question. And that doesn't need a makeup prep. That doesn't need to make sure that, oh, let me make sure that there's enough moisturizer, you know, like there's enough moisture in my face before I give this person a download. By the time you get to the download, by the time you get to the act of actually giving it to them after all this prep you might lose the download if you didn't record it properly. You know? So it's best to act on it as soon as you get it. As soon as you get a download, act on it. Because it will stagnate you. Okay. Basically, when you receive instructions, they tell you that they give you a download, right? You gotta do it. And I remember going back and forth with myself in my head, like, man, this is kind of edgy. It's gonna rub people the wrong way. And I was like more nervous. I should have been more nervous about my own religion's stuff. But this is Christian belief, right? And I'm like, do I have to do it now? And the answer is yes. The answer is yes. When you receive a download, you have to do it now. When you receive instructions, you have to act on those instructions, or it will disrupt communication and it will throw off not deadlines, but it will throw off deadlines basically. Like contractual, you should be this far by this time type deal. They should have been understood this by this time, like those type of. So it's not like really super, offensive, but no, but it is. But it is. So when you receive the download, relinquish it. When you have specific directions, it does not matter how intense, it doesn't matter how much disrupt or discord is going to cause you and you worried about the wrong things. You're focusing in on the wrong things, and that is causing this magnificent download, this awesome download that they gave you, that's holding it up. Your stuff. It's holding it up. So I have to suck it up. Brace myself for the blowback. Now you got jokes. They say I'm worried about losing friends that I don't even have, which is a very factual statement, which is a very factual observation. I would be I'm worried about, I'm trying to make sure I don't disrupt people who could care less. I'm trying to make sure I don't, you know, concentrating on what doesn't matter and then what can't be changed. Right? And a lot of different stuff coming in, trying to sort it. Mm. I don't know. No, I do know. I know that you've been having some of the same disruptions that I have been having. I know that you've been coming across some of the same energy that I have been having to deal with, or that I have been dealing with. Because, okay, so telling me everything is a choice. Choose to deal with the energies that you deal with. And then we do this thing that brings attention. It's like, okay, they try. But you have to remain steadfast. You have to stay focused because there's a lot of energy coming in trying to confuse you. There's a lot of this confusion energy. That's why they stopped me a couple of times. That's the confusion. That's the confusing energy, right? But if you fight through it, if you fight through it, it's gonna make you like indestructible. No one will be able to attack you because it'll be like you have experienced the worst attacks that anyone could experience. You know, the consistency of that same energy trying to force feed, trying to force feed a scenario into the energy. It's like trying to just trying to create what they want, just trying to force it. It's like, oh, this can't be, right? And then it's like, oh, it's supposed to be me. First of all, it's supposed to be me, but they're supposed to be, oh, yeah, it's supposed to be me. Me. That's what I heard. Everything, just like everything is me. This is mine. It's everything should be this person's. It's like they feel so entitled. So entitled. They feel entitled to be like awesome. They feel entitled to be awesome. They feel entitled to be the center of attention at all times. They feel entitled to be the smartest person in the room. They feel entitled to be the wealthiest person that they know. It's like all of this sense of entitlement is causing them a lot of disruption. Yeah, it's like me, right? So it's like that's when the spell work comes in. Now they want to try to do this and they want to try to do that and try to manipulate a reaction, the reaction that they want. They're trying to create, which is what we all are supposed to do. But it's like they are stuck inside of their mind of how reality should be, right? So it's like confusing almost. But it's definitely getting on their freaking nerves to the point of sanity. It's coming into question. Sanity is coming into question. right? So is it that you yeah, it's like you find yourself caring. How can the one uh, it's like you gotta constantly be paying attention because it's a legit spiritual warfare. Like legit. And a little mistake can so a little opening can be worth it sometimes. You know? Like just a little weakness in your defensive armor. You know? One inconsistency can bring about so much misfortune. It's like you open an opening, right? So an opening, like something that you set your intentions and it's confirmation of sorts for me. So it's like the confusion thing. It's like it doesn't. Mm, 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 no time. Mm, no time to yourself. Mm, right. It's that. It's the little disruptions. It's just like I have to go to sleep right now, right? So that I won't be tired for when I won't wake up and go to work, right? With this brother in July, brother of us, right? But if I stay up, I can like, wow. If I stay up, they're like, it's a bunch of stuff that I could accomplish in the spiritual, in the spirit realm, right? So the spiritual warfare, it just one inconsistency can bring about calamity because it's like a So it's like, uh, they're like giving me parasitic thing, right? And they kind of like take over. Right? Mm. It's heavy, heavy, heavy confusion energy. Right? It'll present itself, it'll be right there. And then when you go to grab it to utilize it, it's no longer there, or it's something else. Mhm. You got to fight through all of this. You have to fight through all of these things, all of these disruptions, all of these minor disruptions that, you know, might cause you a lot of time with your spiritual deadlines. You know, it's like, it's a legit war. And you have to stay on stay on top of your game, because there is no wrong and there is no right. It's just a fight, you know? It's just a fight for frequency. It's a fight for frequency. Yeah, it's like we all frequency resonance. Okay, so it's a fight for frequency. Basically, everyone fighting for what I'm fighting for, they're fighting for that because they resonate on a particular frequency. Might not be alignment to what might not be in alignment to what someone else's frequency got going on, but that doesn't make them a bad person. Um, and this is what I'm talking about. You know? But they are telling me to continue to talk to expose the fact that I'm aware of what's going on is my strength and my protection simultaneously. So you have these energies that come in to confuse and distort things, and it's all attempt to dethrone you, right? Because if they make you look suspect to those who you're trying to get your message to, then excuse me. Yes, it's an attempt to disrupt and stop people from believing you. But see, this is what they don't calculate. They don't put this into their equation. Confirmation. Truth can't be hindered. A person can say something, that's not accepted, right? That may dethrone them, even. But as long as they continue to bring the truth, then they reaffirm their right to be